Yeah, I love that. I want to go on to the next song.
Yes.
If I can, one of the most fun records I've heard in a minute. I know it came out in 2023. Tanner Adell's Buckle Bunny.
Yes.
Yeah, Tanner is, I mean, a talent. She's blown up recently because she got to be featured on Beyonce's album,
Yep.
which I know has helped her get even bigger than she already was, starting to have radio success in country. But what was it like writing that record?
So that was probably the 10th time I had worked with Tanner. Uncle Lily and I did like one of our first Nashville sessions with her, and we did a song called Dosey Don't Ya. And we kind of coined, I wouldn't say invented, but we kind of coined that sound.
Yeah.
Where it's like a super hicky, like chicken picky, like over just like obnoxious.
Slamming 808s.
Yeah, 808s, like trappy drums.
Yeah.
And Tanner she's a one-of-a-kind talent. She can really sing.
Yeah.
She is such a kind person to work with, but also like she will just say no to your face,
Good.
Yes, we love that. It's like a no that doesn't feel mean
right.
and keeps the conversation moving.
Right.
Like if Tanner told me to jump, I would just jump.
Yeah.
She's one of my favorite artists up and coming in the world. We did that record in my garage.
Sick.
In West Hollywood. It was me, Lou, Liam, Tanner, and Jesse Thomas, who is an incredible writer.
Another great, amazing songwriter advocate as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she does
the Jesse and Friends
in Hollywood, and she did like an award show this year. She's an incredible creative. I've worked with her, half dozen times over the years. I just love her vibe. And she's also from Kentucky, so she's like a little petite lesbian powerhouse of a woman who's like, well, fuck, I'm from Kentucky, like, let's go.
Yeah.
And so I can't remember if it was Jesse or Tanner that brought up the concept of a buckle bunny.
Yeah.
But like where I come from, and you go up to Tahoe and stuff like that, like a snow bunny is like a hot snowboarder chick, who's out there trying to meet the snowboard guys. And a buckle bunny is like a rodeo girl that's all done up and is there to try to holler at the dude that wins the rodeo.
Right.
The rodeo buckle.
Yeah.
The buckle bunny. And the concept of the whole song was to kind of take the power back to those women.
Right.
They're like, no, it's like their whole style is fly. They're like, Buckle Bunny isn't a place of like trying to appease a man. It's like,
it's like, I want to look hot. Like,
it's more of an empowerment.
Yeah.
Thing.
Yeah.
Like owning your beauty, owning your sexuality, and just kind of taking away like a Buckle Bunny is a bad term.
Yeah.
It's like calling somebody a slut. And like, we don't slut shame.
Right. Exactly.
So the whole concept built from that. But Liam and I had perspective and ideas already from the track we did on Tanner's first EP, Don't You? So Liam came in with this idea, and me and my brother just went in on these drums.
Yeah.
And I forget what I was listening to at the time, but I had found this patch on my Prophet. I had it was like the 06.
Okay.
It was just this like beefy bass patch.
Okay. One of my questions was, what's that sick bass sound? So there you go.
It's the Prophet. But, like tweaked it out and like was just like, and I'm from the Bay Area, right? I came up making like hyphy music. So like those sounds, they're like kind of funky a bit, but like they're just nasty. And it's like the whole like fizz face thing you want. Like the face, everyone was like, oh God, gross. And I had just like been in there that morning kind of working on that sound, and Liam came in and was like, oh, this works perfectly.
Over what you're doing,
Yeah. And we just sat there in the studio that day and wrote that song.
Yeah.
And when it's like me, Lou, and Liam, the production's just gonna sound fantastic.
Yeah.
I just gotten that Neumann, the KLM, and she cut everything on that mic that day.
Sick.
Not everything. The second verse we wrote in Nashville.
Okay.
And cut out there. All of that vocal was just done.
Yeah.
Her holding the mic in her hand. And they had tried to recut it, but it just didn't have the same feel.
It's just how it is. And there's so much attitude in that vocal. Like, I could tell how it's like be hard to replicate.
She's also one of those artists that's like, if we're going to cut this, like, I want it to be the thing. Today.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not cutting it today. And I really respect that.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, that song too, like, was on hold for like the Diplo country album. And they wanted to find a feature and they never could, or they wanted us to wait. And Tanner, to her credit, was like, fuck that. Like, I'm not waiting for some feature.
Right.
Like, I'm just going to drop it. And she did. And it kind of has turned into her brand. You know, like she's on the Buckle Bunny tour now. She signed a new record deal. She signed a new publishing deal. She has an incredible team behind her. She's working now with other producers and songwriters, The Genius and Worldwide Fresh. We've done more sessions over at Sound Factory. I'm so excited about her.
Yeah, she has like a really exciting career ahead of her. I feel like she's like, it seems like a really big talent. I've never had the opportunity to work with her, but just from afar, you know.
Well, and the Beyonce thing couldn't have happened at a better time.
Right.
Although Tanner was doing that before Beyonce, you know.
That's what we love about Beyonce, where she recognized that. She's like, hey, these people are doing it. I'm gonna show them off.
Yeah.
Like introduce new people to them. And I thought that was, you know, like worked for her and Shabuzi, like just changed people's lives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, do you know Nevin?
He was here last week.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, come on.
Nevin this last weekend.
We love Nevin.
Somebody that my brother works with a bunch.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I don't even want to say that like Black country artists are having a moment, because country is inherently
Black music, yes.
Black music.
Yeah.
But there are just so many incredibly talented Black artists.
Mm-hmm.
And Nashville is like starting to pick up on it.
It's not even starting. I think they're being forced to. You know what I mean?
Agreed.
Yeah.
And it's so like infuriating.
Yes.
Even for me as a white guy to watch it. Like, and I'm, you know, but it's got a long way to go.
Yes.